George's nappy needs changing.
Okay, my turn. Sorry, gotta go. Hurricane in Brazil.
George, his nappy needs changing.
And warm your hands.
What's coming? Sorry, just going. Drought in China.
Everything okay?
I've flown around the entire world. Everyone's fine.
Because his nappy needs changing, and I don't think you've changed him once in the last month, George. George!
Sorry, earthquake in Russia.
How was Russia?
Oh, my helmet came off. I had to erase some villagers' memories, so they won't recognise me at all.
Clever, Daddy.
How do you actually erase people's memories?
Well, it's simple, really. I just press my finger to the foreheads, locate the part of the memory I want to erase, and then I give it a good thermoblast.
And that's all you have to do, just stick your finger there and that's it.
To do what?
To erase someone's memory.
What?
To erase someone's memory, just have to stick your finger against their forehead. That's amazing.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about... George, please tell me you haven't just erased your own memory.
What?
What's your name?
George Sunday.
What's my name?
Janet Sunday. You're my wife, and this is our lovely baby Ollie.
Oh, I thought you just erased your own memory.
Don't be silly, Janet.
I know.
I'd need some sort of magic power or something.
Thermoman has been busy today rescuing...
Now, Thermoman there, he could probably erase his own memory, because he can do anything, but not me. Oh, what's the matter? Have you got a dirty nappy? Oh.
Network for several days.
And we're just getting news in of flash flooding outside Luton. The emergency services are hoping that Thermoman will arrive any second to suck up the water. In fact, such is Thermoman's speed, there's some surprise he isn't already on the scene.
George, I think there's something I ought to tell you.
Won't be more, Janet. Now, let's get rid of that horrid nappy, and I'll give you a lovely banty wappy, so that Mammy can have a nice rest. How about that? Sorry, Janet. What did you want to tell me?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh, yeah, is that Mr. Ron Jones? Yeah, this is Northolt Health Centre. I got some good news for you, Mr. Jones. Do you remember a year ago we told you you'd only got a year to live? Yeah, well, apparently we got the files mixed up with another Jones and you're absolutely fine. There's no need to use that kind of language, Mr. Jones. I'm giving you good news. Well, it's your own stupid fault. You shouldn't have such a common name. I wish I hadn't told you now. Talk about ungrateful.
Well, look who's here. It's the Elephant Woman.
Crawl back in your cheese, weevil boy.
I keep putting you out, but the garbage men won't take you.
You're only here because you're too big to flush. Kiss me.
You've been eating garlic.
I know.
I love garlic. I gotta talk to Janet.
She's in there.
Oh, hi, Arnie. What brings you here?
What's going on, Janet?
What do you mean?
Last night, flash floods in Luton, George doesn't show. Earthquake in the Pacific, George doesn't show. Floodlight failure at Old Trafford, George doesn't show. What are you keeping from me, Janet? Why are you turning away?
Because your breath stinks of garlic. He's erased his own memory. He's forgotten he's Thermoman.
Oh, my God.
He knows he's George Sunday.
So the world's lost a superhero, but still has an Irish shopkeeper in Northolt. I gotta go tell him who he is and retrain him.
You don't have to tell him now, do you?
Why shouldn't I tell him now?
Because he's happy. For the first time in his life, he's a normal father, and he's happy.
There's Daddy Duck, and Mammy Duck, and all the little baby ducks. Do you like looking at the ducks, darling?
They're okay. I prefer swans.
What did you say?
I prefer swans. They're more elegant.
I've got a talking baby.
Be with you in a moment, George. Me and Brittany, when she came on breakfast telly last week, thought I'd send her a copy for her dressing room.
This is the saddest man in England.
So, what can I do you for?
Well, Ollie here's started talking, and you being a doctor, I was just wondering if that's normal for his age.
What are you doing? You'll give us away.
Talking, eh? Yes, well, quite a few babies mutter the odd word early on. Mama, Dada. Even Tesco's is quite a common one these days. So, what did he say?
He said, ducks are okay, but I prefer swans. They're more elegant.
Right. Yes, that is fairly unusual. Anything else?
Yeah, just now he said that you're the saddest man in England. Then he said, what are you doing? You'll give us away.
And, are you the only person who's heard him talking?
I think so, yes. Is that significant?
Pretty significant, I'd say.
The thing is, I was just wondering if he's advanced for his age. I mean, maybe he should be on the telly.
Well, I could certainly use this in a programme I'm preparing for next week.
On child prodigies.
More on schizophrenic psychosis and the hearing of voices.
I'm not sure he's heard any voices.
Right. Well, thank you for bringing him in, George.
That's okay. Are you all right, darling?
Have you gone completely mad?
He's spoken again. He's just asked me if I've gone completely mad.
Yup.
Oh, yeah, is that Mr. Don Jones? Yeah, this is Northolt Health Centre here. Do you remember a year ago you came for that checkup? We told you were absolutely fine. How are you feeling?
So, how are you and George getting on, Precious?
Great. The more we know each other, the more we just seem to love each other. I suppose that's what marriage is like. I just wish you two didn't hate him so much. He's a good man.
Yes, well, he has been pretty reasonable lately.
Yes, maybe he's not as odd as we thought.
Oh, thank you.
Janet, we've got a talking baby. He says swans are more elegant than ducks.
Oh, God, spoke too soon.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Dawkins. Janet, I've had the weirdest day.
Not now, George.
Oh, it's amazing. Like, for instance, I keep doing this huge sniff. Like this, and as soon as I've done it, I get an incredible urge to go to the toilet. But then, when I get in there, I don't want to do anything. I mean, what's going on?
I can't imagine.
And this is really weird. I was just coming down the high street just now, and, you know, I could have sworn that I could see right through people's clothes. For a second, I thought I could see inside their bodies. Oh, my God! Oh, God! What? It's happened again, Mrs. Dawkins. You're completely naked. Oh, horrible!
Come along, Stanley.
Ah, you're naked too, Mr. Dawkins! Oh, that's even worse.
Goodbye, Janet. Don't call us, we won't call you.
Mind you, you don't look so bad.
What do you want to do this evening?
Well, seeing as how Ollie's asleep and I've absolutely nothing else to do, I'm all yours.
That sounds nice.
In Queensland, Australia, hundreds are preparing to flee their homes following the outbreak of a forest fire.
Oh no, those poor people.
To add to their problems, there's no sign of Thermoman coming to their rescue. The superhero hasn't been seen now for over 24 hours.
They'll cope. They've got firefighting equipment.
What makes things even worse is that they have no firefighting equipment. Along with most countries, Australia got rid of its rescue services when Thermoman rendered them redundant. Now that he's disappeared, he's left the world perilously vulnerable to disaster.
I wish he was here now. I'd have a few words to say to him.
But we're just getting news of a development in that story. Over now to our reporter live in Queensland.
Yes, just moments ago, the fire was put out by a different superhero carrying a water tower.